Yes.
All right, recording in Discord and recording on video, so we are good to go. DM.
Yay.
Awesome. All right, you guys. Well, welcome back. This is, I believe, our 19th session, one away from
Owie.
20.
Woo-woo.
Last session was a wild one, and we got a wonderful kind of AI breakdown of it thanks to Zaman.
Thanks,
Um,
AI.
AI,
Yeah,
AI
some really
overlords
cute
for the
stuff in there.
win.
It obviously inferred a lot, so take it all with a grain of salt. Your character doesn't have to be as bratty or as ridiculous as it made you all out in some cases.
Yeah.
But cool.
It was pretty
It was cool.
sassy.
So,
Yeah.
so it was sassy.
I appreciated its sass, though. It was fun.
Yeah.
So we didn't get
It
a
made me laugh a lot.
Same.
recording of the last one. So a lot of this recap I had to do from memory. So if I say anything that you have different in your notes, let me know. Speak up.
Yeah,
But
sorry about
I'll
that.
do
The
my best
video,
to try to-
the video got corrupted last week, so I wasn't able to put it up.
I'll go there.
Cool.
Shit happens.
Cool.
So, without further ado, previously on Rise of the Conquering King, despite being deep in enemy territory, you all knew you needed to try and get some rest before attempting a rescue within the goblin-infested castle ruins. You all took turns taking watch throughout the night, and it was quite an interesting night. Bernie had a unique conversation with a spider after wild shaping into a spider herself. And Bernie, I believe the intent of the conversation was to kind of learn more about the pale spider's influence over the spiders themselves.
Mhm. Yeah.
And it kind of led to a greater conversation about another figure. This figure called the Spider Queen. And none of you seem to recognize who that was, but the spider kind of explained that they were all connected. The pale spider, the spiders, that heed her call or whatever, all connected through this one powerful force, this powerful entity. And Bernie, even though you didn't recognize the name, you could feel the weight behind the spider's words. And this entity essentially represented everything it meant to be a spider. To be hidden and deadly and lethal, a true hunter with a singular focus to consume. It was that force that kind of wove the spiders and the pale spider together. Staris, during your watch, you spotted several goblins entering from the forest kind of just east of your position, making their way towards the castle, and they stopped and disappeared somewhere along the northern wall of the castle, as opposed to the western wall where the main doors once stood, where you could see they had, one had completely fallen off of its hinges, another one was sort of leaning. When they didn't approach the main entrance and go up the stairs to the landing through the doorway, they kind of disappeared along that northern wall. And you made note of that and mentioned it to the party the following morning, where you all started to concoct a plan of how you would infiltrate the castle. Sort of encouraged by Kitland, you all decided to come up with a way or a plan to confuse the surrounding goblin camps with the illusion of an invading force. And you had hoped that by creating this sense of chaos, the surrounding forces that had remained camped nearby at the castle would become distracted and take their focus away from the castle to make your infiltration easier. That was the plan. What happened is Ku signed one of Kitlin's arrows with the various goblin clan symbols, and also attempted to sign Yimik's name to it without really knowing how he spelt it, and also writing the name in the common tongue as opposed to the native goblin. After Kitlin sent Pamela back to the bog to keep her safe, the party approached the castle from the northern side, using the forest as cover until they could approach that northern wall head on. Everyone except for Bernie, who stayed behind with the horn that Staris had received from Sister Aradel back in Delverton. As the rest of the group approached the castle, it was a bit steeper than you anticipated, and you slid and tumbled a little bit, made your way down a little quicker and a little noisier than you expected. And if anyone was watching, you surely would have been seen, but there was no immediate response to your very obvious approach. Hitlins then fired the arrow that Ku had signed into the goblin camp several yards away. It was an impressive shot that soared over the ruins of the castle, down the hill, and into the camp, killing a single unsuspecting goblin instantly. The several goblins immediately began to scramble, and Kitlin waved his hat, signaling Bernie, back in the trees, to blow the horn. And you all entered the castle as Bernie continued sounding the horn. Now, Bernie,
Mm-hmm.
you noticed several warg riders begin to organize and ride out from the goblin camp and start heading towards your direction, especially once they heard the sound of the horn blast. So you wild shaped into a rabbit and attempted to run past them using the woods as cover. Unfortunately, two wargs caught your scent and gave chase to you, causing you to retreat further into the woods, back towards the bog, where you then, thinking quickly, decided to burrow underground and wait for several minutes until the wargs lost your scent. After about 10, 12, 13-ish minutes, hard to gauge, you emerged, sounded the horn one more time, after returning to your normal shape. The rest of you made your way inside the castle. It was choked with rubble and dust. A small piece of hanging canvas had kind of concealed a hole that if you squatted down, you could climb in from this side. There was moldy barrels filled with long-aged food that had, long since rotted and become completely inedible. There are a few more curtains hanging up in several different doorways. You kind of walked from one side of the castle, and you didn't meet much resistance until Dominic swung open a door, surprising two hobgoblin guards wearing armor and armed. You see they're in a room with a small brazier with some hot coals, giving some heat, but also a little bit of light. The room smells sweaty and stinky. There's 4 pallets with some straw on them that look like makeshift beds. And one of the hobgoblins is kind of standing near a door on the other side of this room. And while the other one is kind of sitting in one of the pallets, kind of trying to rest. And they both turn suddenly as Dominic pushes the door open. And that is where we're going to pick up our session. Let's bring you guys over to the map real quick. I'm going to need Ku, Staris, Dominic, and Kitland to all roll initiative.
Room service. Oh, 22.
Oh, nice.
The worst.
And then I'll do the same for my guys.
I thought I remembered just rushing in the door, so try to get a sneak attack going, or a sneak round.
You very much surprised them.
Okay.
As you if you want to rush the door open, shove it open. The door is now open. If you want to kick it open, swing it open, however you want to choose to do that. The door is open, and you see two very stunned-looking hobgoblins staring at you. It was beautiful, too, in that the way that's represented. That is going to bring us to... Oh, yeah, I need everyone's initiatives. So, anyone get 20 or higher?
22.
Star is 22. Anyone get higher than a 15?
19 for Dominic.
19 for Dominic. Anyone get higher than a 10?
13 for Kitland.
13. Ku, what'd you get?
3.
Who knew? All right. Dominic, Staris, I'm sorry, as you see Dominic, how do you want to just shove the door open and rush in?
Yeah,
that the
I'm
plan?
basically gonna go at the one that is probably closest to the door.
Okay. So you see Dominic just rush in, and Staris, your fight or flight mode immediately kicks in as your elvish eyes perceive the threat through the doorway just a fraction of a second faster. You are up first. What do you do?
You look like you need some more rest. Go to sleep. And Stars cast sleep.
Okay. Go
Let's
ahead
see.
and roll your dice.
Okay, let me do that. Let's see. Just one time. How do we do? Let's roll the dice. 5d8.
Yep.
Yep.
Not bad. 22.
22.
Okay. Staris. You put it so just the hobgoblins were in range, I'm assuming, and not Dominic.
Correct. Yes.
Cool. You see the one on the bed kind of like start to get up and immediately just slump back down and begin snoring, and he is
nice.
out. The one by the
Nice.
wall is unaffected.
Hell
Cool.
yeah.
Hell yeah, good job.
Very good. Very good. And then looking quickly now. Clicking quickly around. Fabulous. Saris reaches out to Dominic and says, probably sings really, go with strength, and cast Bardic Inspiration.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool. I'm gonna make sure to remember that.
Yep.
And Staris, is that the end of your turn, or do you want to move?
I believe so. Yeah, Stars is good right here.
All right, that brings us to Dominic.
All right. I see the one go down, fall, start snoring and sleeping. So Dominic will then turn his gaze to the other one that's leaning against the wall, and he's going to rush forward. And I am going to cast my Crimson Right. So he'll pull his rapier out, take 4 damage by cutting his hand, and his sword now is writhed in red lightning.
Okay.
And then I will attack the hobgoblin that is sitting.
Okay. The hobgoblin, you see he's wearing chainmail, and he rushes, he like scrambles to get his shield up to brace himself for your attack.
Okay.
So roll me that attack.
That is a 18 to hit.
Ooh.
Nice.
That is going to hit.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
So that is D8 plus 6. So 13 points of piercing damage plus my D4 of lightning damage.
Damn, son.
No.
Plus another 4 points of lightning damage. So he
Woo.
took 17 points of damage.
Amazing.
Oh
Yikes.
man, he tries to get the shield up, but he's not fast enough. As your rapier, you just catch him off guard. Like sinks into like the side of his gut. You see blood. He starts spitting it out. Kind of choking a little bit as your blade runs deep. He's still standing, but he looks really fucked up.
And I'm just gonna like pull in real close and go, you need to go to sleep right now. And I'm just gonna rip my rapier back out and just stand over him with my rapier ready to go.
He gets bleeding all over his chainmail. Anything else?
No, that is it. That's my action, my bonus action. I guess I'll be here.
Okay, kind of shifts to the side and get between him and the door.
Yeah.
You feel like the door a little bit to your back and kind of just creak open just a little bit. That'll bring us to Kitlin's turn.
All right. I heard Stars sing her "Go to Sleep" song, and we know what that means.
Lullaby.
I can't see anything, so I'm going to reach my hand into my pocket, and then I'm going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to this guy once I see that he's the one asleep in
Just
there.
pass out on the little pallet bed.
And is he covered in armor?
Yeah, he is armored as well as his companion.
Is there any
Oh,
piece of
no.
him, neck, face, hands, anything that doesn't have armor?
Sure.
Sorry?
Sure, of course.
I'm gonna pull the cockatrice beak out of my pocket and have it in my hands like a
Okay.
key, and I'm gonna try to
Okay.
stab a part of him that is not covered in armor.
Okay, great. Roll me. We'll make this like an improvised melee attack. So it'll just be a d20 plus your. It'll be kind of like a dagger, so I'll let you use dexterity if you want, instead of strength. And you'll get to roll this with advantage because he is passed the fuck out.
Yes.
Okay. So I add my
Dex.
Your dex,
dexterity.
but
Okay.
not your proficiency bonus because you're not proficient in attacking people with
Yes.
beaks. But you do get advantage
Okay.
because he's sleeping.
Oh, nice. 22. Hell yeah.
You stab him right in the cheek with this cockatoo beast. Just like pierce his cheek muscle so that the beak is now like like the tip of his beak is like inside of his mouth.
Oh, God.
Oh.
I gotta look up one thing really quick because I forgot I gave you this weird shit. Good trees. What is your dexterity modifier, Kitland?
+3, like the big
Okay, so
number.
+3, perfect. Yeah, so he'll take 3 damage as you stab his cheek with this beak. And he like immediately starts screaming and he wakes up because you know, stabbed him in the face. And he now needs to roll a Constitution saving throw or risk beginning to become petrified.
Oh shit.
Let him sleep,
That-
Kitland. Too late.
That is a
Yeah.
now I roll well. That is a 17 on the con save.
Wow.
So you see like part of his cheek begins to like kind of stone up, and he just like as he screams, it like breaks apart and becomes brittle and just like dusts off his face. And you see the power of the cockatrice wasn't quite strong enough. It was too fortified.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Their
Okay.
CR like halves, you know.
Yeah.
It's a fun gimmick, but it's not strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, a little bit of damage, and he's now awake.
Oh no.
Gosh.
Sorry.
Right, Saris, I believe the spell does state if the creature's attacked, it will awaken.
I'm pretty sure so. Until the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake.
Yep.
Takes damage.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Okay. Anything else with your turn, Caitlin?
Is I mean, I guess I can do 2-weapon fighting actions in combat as a bonus action. Does that count for beak and then short sword?
I need to check. I think you need to make a weapon attack.
With a light weapon, you can make
With
one
a
extra
light
attack. Yeah.
weapon. That's the only condition, is that the weapon needs to be light.
When you take an attack action on your turn and attack with a light weapon, you can make 1 extra attack as a bonus action later on the
All right, yeah, fuck it. I said it was like a dagger, which is technically a light weapon. So yeah, I'll let you take the bonus action with your offhand.
All right, sorry. I'm gonna swing with the short sword.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you pull out your sword with your left hand and take another swing at him. This will be just a regular attack.
Okay. not rolling. Don't know why. I'm just gonna add +5 to a regular d20.
Right. Yeah, it's your dex plus your proficiency. And if you want to just roll your own dice, I'm totally fine with that. I completely trust you guys.
All right, so that'll be a 19 to hit.
19 is gonna hit as you like
Nice.
stab him in the face and then kind of stick him in the side and find just like a little gap between his armor with your short sword. Now you won't add your modifier to the damage, so just roll the dice, and that's all the damage you do, because it's like your offhand attack.
Okay, so just 1d6.
Correct.
Okay. That's gonna be 2 more damage.
Okay. Taking a bit of damage as he's definitely like writhing and shaking to kind of get up off the bed. That will bring us to Ku's turn. As there is just straight up carnage happening in the room in front of you.
Ku wants to see what's going on, so he's gonna 5, 10, 15 past Staris and just see these two hulks. Is this one still lying down?
Yes, still prone.
Cool. Yeah, I think Ku's just gonna haul off and attack the one next to Domik with a bit of firebolt action.
Love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, that's not gonna do it.
Oh.
You like take your time as Ku and he are kind of like, or I'm sorry, Domik and he are kind of wrapped up in a fight. And you see Domik, shift to the side to put, himself between him and the door, and you see her opening and you fire it, and it hits straight at him, but it just right into the big shield that he's got up, trying to defend himself as he just continues to bleed out, and it just flares harmlessly across his shield.
And then Ku will retreat after his feeble attempt at
So you've
firing.
got Ku, just to remind you, you've got like a curtain here, which leads like back to the way you guys came in. There's a doorway there, which you're starting to maybe surmise that probably links up with the one Dominic is on. There's a door here that's been swung open. Another curtain here, and another door behind you.
Correct.
You remember seeing through this curtain just like literally a second ago. A big heavy iron door right here, and another hallway kind of going off to the side that y'all didn't really investigate.
Correct.
Domik and Kitland, now that you guys are in this room, you see there's the door behind Domik, but there's also another wooden door right here you can see that has like a huge wooden plank kind of over it, barring it shut.
Yeah.
That will bring us to the Hobgoblin's turn, who were surprised as fuck this round. So they're not going to take any action. And if you'll notice, they're going after Ku because I rolled a natural 1 on their initiative. So not only are they surprised, they're slow as fuck to react. So that'll bring us back to the top. Sarge, it's your turn.
Let's go.
Staris looks alarmed. And says, with this turn down service, we let sleeping beasts lie. And she gets out
doing
her
his thing.
Sleep again.
her short bow and takes aim at the bloodied hobgoblin near Domik. Steadies her bow to try to stick him in the eye. Let's go for it.
Oh yeah, do it.
Strike true.
Oof.
10 to hit. Oh, it didn't work out very well.
And you see it lands kind of somewhere near the shoulder, but the armor is just too strong and he's protected there, and it glances off and crashes into the nearby wall. And you see, despite this bloodied, very badly wounded hobgoblin, it's like kind of digging deep and finding its inner resolve and attempting to try to push back.
Very good. Okay. Then we're just gonna take a step back. Still got eyes on Hobgoblin. And that is Staris' turn.
Oh, Dominic, your turn.
Domic's just gonna take his next attack and just try to end this one so he can get to Kitland and hopefully save the old man from the mistake he just made.
Oh no, he's doing stuff.
He's doing stuff.
He's
doing stuff.
feeling scrappier than you guys give him credit for, y'all.
Another 18 to
For
hit.
sure.
Man, you are
I'm
rolling
just
exactly what you
doing-
need, sir.
that's right. So he's
Well
gonna
done.
stab him with this talon. So that's a 13 piercing damage plus the D4 of lightning. But I'm not gonna roll it because he's probably dead.
Please, by all means, roll your damage if you'd like.
Yeah,
You're
let me do it.
nuking these creatures.
3
how would you
points
like
of
to do
lightning
this?
damage.
Ooh,
Hell
Another
yeah.
16 points of damage.
Does it
Um,
hop over to the other one?
I wish that'd be sweet.
Nope,
I know.
not playing
Um,
these rules.
Domic's just gonna take talon and kind of do a flourish with his wrist and just stab under the hobgoblin's throat, right under his gullet where his chin is, and just stab
Ooh.
right through his head. And
Oh.
you see the lightning kind of light up the hobgoblin's eyes from it just going through his skull, and then he's just gonna pull the talon out and just let the body drop.
You literally see, like, when you're playing Smash Brothers and Pikachu electrocutes you, you, like, literally see the hobgoblin's skull through his, like, brightened head as
Hell
Dominic
yeah.
pulls off this maneuver and this flourish, and the goblin collapses at your feet, and he is no more. That's... Anything else?
Domic's gonna then move 5-10 to get right on the other side of the other hobgoblin.
I'll
And
say
try
if
to-
you're walking over the beds, I think you can still get there, but if you're walking over those beds, it is going to be kind of difficult terrain.
That's
so it
fine.
might
I
use a
have
little bit more of your movement.
sure 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm good with that.
That's cool.
I will
And
be
you
right there.
now kind of have this prone hobgoblin surrounded and flanked with Kitland, which then brings it to your turn. Kitland, still prone. Melee attacks have advantage.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, Andy's flanked too. I feel like
Hmm.
I was
Double advantage.
I was gonna run away, but that doesn't seem like the best idea right now, does it?
Can you make his eyeballs fly out of his head?
Um,
Is the brazier connected to the floor? Push it over on top of him. I'm just kidding.
I am going to cast as a bonus action Zephyr Strike.
Okay, cool. First time seeing this one.
Yeah.
And then
What
I'm
does Zephyr
going-
Strike do?
yeah, so I can move like the wind, so until my spell ends, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, and then I can give myself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn, and it deals an extra 1d8 force damage on the hit.
Nice.
And then my walking
Does it-
speed is increased by 30.
Awesome. Does it specify if it needs to be a melee weapon attack, or does it just say any weapon attack?
Any weapon attack.
Fuck yes, that is
Oh,
an
hell
awesome
yeah.
spell for you.
However, for a ranged weapon, how far? I mean, I guess it'll just be like a normal roll because I'll get. No, I won't get disadvantaged at prone because I have
Do you have sharpshooter?
sharpshooter. So how far can I? Can
However,
I go
I
give 5 feet between or something? Like if I go to the corner of the room.
right, I think you would still need some distance between you and him because I think you still have disadvantage if you're within 5 feet of the creature.
Is this
don't
technically like?
No sharps either. So that would work, yeah. Or I think like this back corner, either or there would work.
Okay.
And
I'm
your
good.
sharpshooter negates the disadvantage from him being prone.
Let me just double check that here real quick.
I know it ignores like the cover
Mhm.
bonuses.
Yeah, I'm not sure about prone.
It might. It's a broken feat.
It
It
is
really
nice.
is a broken feat.
Nah, they ignore half cover and 3/4.
It says it does not ignore disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
but
cool.
but I have advantage if I choose the bow. I have advantage on it.
Or
For
sorry,
Zephyr Strike.
sharpshooter does not ignore the This is just the first answer that pops up. Does not ignore the disadvantage
Attacking at long
from
range.
attacking a prone target.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, is that an updated version? Because I think the legacy version
Did.
is attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged weapon attack rolls. Your ranged weapon attacks ignore half and 3/4 cover. Before you make an attack with a ranged weapon you're proficient with, you can take the -5 penalty to add +10 to the damage. So I think for prone, there is still disadvantage.
But then advantage from Zephyr Strike,
Strike.
so it would just be normal.
So it's just a normal attack. Exactly.
Yeah, correct.
Yep.
Cool.
That seems worse than just doing the short sword, to be honest.
You could do the short sword first and then move away because you're not provoking the opportunity.
Yeah. Favorite foe, does that count for? Sorry, my short sword. I never use this thing, so.
I believe favorite
think-
foes for any attack as long as you hit.
Okay. Well, I think while he's prone and while he's flanked, I'm gonna go short sword.
Nice.
You have advantage from your Zephyr Strike. You have advantage because he's prone, and you have advantage because he's flanked.
Triple advantage.
Yeah.
Advantage cubed.
Okay.
Like, I'm tempted to let you roll 3 dice because that's just impressive.
Yeah.
What? All right, whatever. I'm gonna just roll a d20 because it's not letting me roll it for some reason. So,
Yeah,
I'm
roll
gonna
your
add
best. It's totally fine.
1.
Okay.
So 15 with 2 rolls.
Wow. Even with all of the advantage with this creature, the timing, the positioning, everything, his armor is just doing a lot of the work for him. And he finally managed to get the shield up now that he's awake and is basically just kind of like in a fetal position under his shield as your strikes kind of land down on him. And that is just keeping him safe for the moment, despite the terrible position he finds himself in.
I'm gonna move now. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Let me see, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55. 60. I'm gonna go into this room and see if I can't get further away for
Okay,
a bow
cool.
shot next turn.
So I will go ahead and reveal just the tiny little bit of the room that you've probably
That's
been
a-
able to figure out on your own at this point.
Goblin in the corner.
Surprise!
And there's a random treasure chest right there in the middle of the room.
Magic!
Open it.
No.
The door
Chest.
is actually, I think this is another one of those curtains. So not necessarily a door, Dominic, but like a curtain you would kind of
Okay.
put your back up against. So it is still kind of like closed shut, so you don't have visibility into the room, Caitlin. But I think you could easily run over to it, open it, run back on your next turn. If you wanted to.
Yep.
And that will bring us to Ku. Your turn. You see this hobgoblin fighting for his life from underneath his shield while still prone on the bed. And then Caitlin just like zip past you and disappears somewhere.
He's so fast.
He's
so
fast.
You and Saris both feel this like gust of wind as he just moves
What was
through
that?
the room.
Just a little
Sorry,
streak of his
sorry,
red
sorry,
hat.
Oh, it was Caitlin.
You hear an
What are you
echo.
doing?
You hear echo on the wind of sorry.
It didn't work.
Let's try and run up for 20 feet. And let me try and grab at this gentleman's chainmail armor with shocking grasp. It is metal. I get advantage. Yay or nay?
You get advantage because it's a melee attack and he's prone. You get advantage because he's wearing metal armor and you're using the spell. You could also shift one space over and get advantage because you'd be flanking him. But either way, you have advantage.
Yeah. Double advantage is good. I'm not trying to set any records here.
Fuck these hobgoblins.
Terrible.
Oh man.
You electrify the crap out of his shield. But the wooden handle that he's holding to doesn't allow the spell to transfer to him, and he keeps himself safe.
Cool. Yeah, let me jump back here.
Okay. He is going to take an opportunity attack at you.
Alrighty.
Now, yeah, I kind of like to roll some dice. So as you back up, a blade just emerges from underneath the shield. This longsword slashes out towards you. Kitland does a 17 hit.
Oof.
No, I'm Ku, and yes.
Sorry, Ku. A 17 does hit. You are going to take 6 slashing damage as it cuts your arm as you try to pull away, grab the arm, and it cut through the sleeve of your tunic a little bit. You see like this red line beginning to form.
Damn.
Ouch.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Anything else? All right. That brings it to the hobgoblin's turn, who finally gets to do something.
Hey.
He's going to use half of his movement speed just to get up. That's stupid. One T. Dominic, he's gonna kind of like get up off the bed and like use his shield to kind of like shove you into the wall and like shift to your side.
Okay.
And as you kind of get rocked a little bit and grab your footing and turn to face him, you see he's gonna like grab at you and attempt to grapple you.
Okay.
So you can either make an athletics or an acrobatics check to avoid this.
All right. I will do a athletics check.
Okay. I have rolled my dice. What'd you get?
You also have Bardic.
True.
18.
Don't need it.
But
18?
I think I'll use my bardic just to give me a. You know what? No, 18's fine. I think 18's good.
Okay. I got an 11. So as he grabs for you, you kind of shove him back. He just snarls at you, and he's going to turn to run 25, 30 feet. As he moves away from you, Dominic, you make an opportunity attack.
Take my opportunity
he pushes
attack.
the curtain open, and he just snarls at you, Caitlin.
I'm going to take my opportunity attack with Talon and kind of just like slash him up a little bit with a flurry.
Cool.
Oof, this one was not as great. Yeah, no, I'll just keep that 11.
Keep the 11? As you go to slash at him, he like turns back with his shield one more time, deflecting your blow.
Nice.
And keeps running towards, swings the curtain open, and just you hear him cursing Goblin at Kitland. Kitland, roll me a perception check.
Ooh, nat 20 with a
You
Get the nat 20.
Yeah, that's great.
Hold on.
It's a.
Hold on a second.
What's up?
I rolled one dice and it said 22, and then it rolled over and says 7, but it clocked it at 22. On
Yeah,
roll
no.
one.
The 22.
22 is the first I saw, but it is weird that it like
I don't know what this
Gave
shifted on
another
you, because
one?
the 7 came up too, and it's like a weird parenthetical. So no, you got the nat 20. It's a very subtle thing. You probably wouldn't have noticed it if you had rolled much lower. But you see the hobgoblin's eyes just for a second as he enters this room shift towards the door on your left. This one right here, Kitland. That's gonna bring us back to the top of the order. Sorry, it's your turn.
Caitlin, do you know Goblin? You don't, right?
He knows Underdark, right?
Yeah.
Underdark is what he knows.
Okay.
All right. Stars is growing concerned for her companions as Ku has come back scratched up. The hobgoblin has run. She's seen. She sighs to herself and steels herself and says, "Well, dangerous times come for dangerous measures," and wields her dangerous longsword.
Yeah.
Let me see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh shit!
Oh
my
Stars
God.
in the mix. Let's go.
And decides she's going to take a swing at him.
Yeah.
Because,
All right.
well, why not?
Get him.
Agreed.
This is the
Go
one where you
get
get a
'em.
+1 to your attack
Nat
rolls.
20.
But if you get a nat 1, you damage yourself.
Correct.
Oh god.
What we get?
Nah.
It's a 9. Well, at least it wasn't a 1.
That's
Yes.
true.
Doris, you swing the curtain open and go to thrust your rapier, and as you swing the curtain or kind of brush past the curtain and get there, you see he turns around and literally grabs the rapier and shoves it down. This towering hobgoblin.
Okay. Stars,
Just
lock
eat-
size with Kitland.
Screams in your face, and you get spit and stinky hobgoblin breath as he just right at you.
She glares back at him and then shifts her gaze over to Kitland and sings out, "Do your best!" and casts Bardic Inspiration yet again.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
On Kitland.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Dominic, you're up.
All right. You said we can occupy the same space to do an attack, but we have to move out, right?
I will allow you to kind of get in there to make your attack and get out, but because it is kind of tight quarters, I think I'm going to give him a little bit of cover from the attack. So he's going to increase his armor class just a little bit more.
I'm good with that. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Which is already seemingly pretty high. Excuse me.
And I can see into this room right where Kitlin is. I can see past him and see into here.
You can see that Staris and he are pretty tangled up right there in that doorway. The curtain's sort of been, smushed to one side. You can maybe see Kitlin behind him, but I don't think you have a very good view in the room. I don't know if the doorways are necessarily very obvious to you. But the conflict right there in the doorway is very obvious.
So what I want to do is cast Misty Step and teleport behind him.
I think you
to
could
do
do
my
that. Yeah,
attack.
absolutely.
Okay.
No, totally.
So then Dominic is just going to kind of take his rapier in his both hands, kind of put it near his chest, and he's going to chant a couple words of just something in Draconic under his breath. And then he's just going to be enveloped in red mist and just disappear and pop up behind the hobgoblin by casting Misty Step.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
Stars is
think
impressed.
Yes.
you had the best view of that as Dominic just sort of evaporated into this red bloody mist. And then Staris and Kitlin, you see him reappear in the next room. That's your bonus action.
That was my bonus action. Cool. So then I am going to now with Talon, because I'm flanking, get advantage on my attack.
Correct.
All right. Let's see. So that's 23, and then
It's
a 17. So 23 it is.
23 is gonna hit.
All right.
And roll your damage.
That is 9 points of piercing damage plus the d4 of lightning damage. So another 2. So 11 points of damage altogether.
Nice.
Staris, as he's screaming in your face in his hot breath and spit, or splattering you, you see Dominic just bamf behind him, and his rapier just straight through him again and crackling with this crimson electrical energy. This hobgoblin appears very hurt, very bloodied at the spot of the wound, and very weak. It's still standing.
Over the hobgoblin's shoulder, I'll go, Stars, are you all right?
For now.
Let's finish this. And then I'll just pull the rapier back out. Just kind of ready
All
myself.
Right. Kitlins, that'll bring us to your turn.
Move right here
Mm-hmm.
and pull out the short bow and say, I know how to use this one a bit better. And I will knock a regular arrow. Regular.
Okay.
And
He looks very hurt.
and when I use Bardic, I can roll first, but it's before damage that I have to say I want to use it, right?
Correct. I will not say if you hit or miss until you
Okay.
confirm whether or not you want to use your Bardic.
I will. I'm gonna take the -5.
Yep.
Okay.
For sharpshooter,
Nice.
and then I will take a shot. For some reason, I can't roll my attacks. All right, I'm gonna
That's
roll.
weird.
So I know that in D20 you have to or beyond D&D Beyond, you have to hit features and traits and then go back and then it syncs everything up whenever you pull up Roll20. I don't know if that's what you have to do.
Never had this. Oh, there we go.
There he
Okay,
is.
Nice.
-5
Down.
plus. I don't think that would hit, so I'm not going to use my Bardic,
Mm-hmm.
and I will just take a. What would that be?
6.
Okay. You try to land your shot, but it's just so busy and choked in that hallway. You don't feel confident about it, when you release. But at least you don't hit one of your allies, and it just kind of glances off the stone wall and falls to the ground harmlessly.
And then I'll just say to Dominic, all right, Dominic, he was eyeing that door behind you. Just be careful.
Understood.
And actually knowing that, I'm gonna go back another 5, 10. I'm gonna go back to here.
Okay.
That's it.
That'll bring us to Koo's turn.
I'm coming, Staris. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Shocking
Mhm.
grasp as I grab for
Okay.
his chainmail.
Okay, you'll have advantage, but I'm going to give him just a little bit of cover because of how crowded this hallway is.
Cool. How does a 21 feel?
Yeah.
That is going to do it.
Woohoo.
Zap.
Zippy
Oh,
zap.
7 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
You see Koo just kind of slip in there, right between Staris and the wall, and just shove both hands onto this hobgoblin, fully getting him on the armor. How do you want to do it?
Yeah.
There were these red, crackly, misty wisps that I guess Dominic left. So I tried to wrap my mitts around those and channel that into my shocking grasp.
Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Combo
Yeah, the
magic.
combination of Domic's electrical crimson energy and Kitlin's arcane lightning. You see that this guy is just shocked, just fully electrocuted. And much like the hobgoblin before, where his skull was illuminated, you see this entire skeleton of this hobgoblin be illuminated as he just convulses in place for a moment and like opens his mouth like he's gonna shout out, but the electrocution doesn't allow him to speak. And he just slumps to the ground, just smoking and smoldering, and is dead.
Well, let's go.
Hell
And we
yeah.
are now out of combat. And as
Good work.
the dust kind of settles and the creatures are both slain, you can hear a rather boisterous voice emanating softly from the door behind you, Dominic.
Boisterous voice. Does it sound jovial, or can I really tell?
Roll me an insight check.
All right. 6.
It just sounds loud and deep, like it's
Okay.
coming from someone who's got a set of lungs on him.
Got it.
Mhm.
I am going to kind of look at Ku and Staris and kind of put my fingers up to my mouth, just like in a shush motion. And I'm going to say, go back the other way and go back into I'm going to try to move back in here.
Okay, try and escort your allies to follow your lead.
Correct.
You guys
Staris
take
nods in
Domic's.
understanding.
Okay. Dominic, what's your passive perception?
Uh,
Or actually, no,
14.
let's make this fun. Roll me a perception check.
all right. Perception. And is this relying on sight or
Sight.
smell? Okay, so then I
Sight.
do get advantage on this due to my
Correct.
one of my features.
Is that only if you're in your form?
I think
think
that's always. I think my heightened senses are always.
Hold for 2 seconds. Or man, let me just verify that.
Yep.
You
Well-
might be right.
Because I'm
You know
not
your
in my
class pretty
hybrid
well.
form now, and it's there.
Right. Okay. It is a really easy way to check it because I basically just.
I hope they found our room service as electrifying as I did.
Got him.
But
High five?
yeah. Oh, high fives all around for that one. Oh, Kitlin's just in a corner by himself. He didn't see us going.
Aw.
Dominic, I think because this is a homebrewed subclass, I think
Yeah.
that's only meant to apply when you're in your hybrid form.
Okay,
And I'll
that's
see if
fine.
I can fix that so that it only shows up when you're in it.
I
That
am
might
good
just
with
be
that.
like a coding thing on my end. Like you still have the dark vision.
Yeah.
That's always. But I think the kind of like when Bernie wild shapes as like a wolf and then gets advantage on spell checks, it's kind of like using that same logic.
Yeah. No, that totally
If that
makes
makes
sense. I'm good with that. Yeah.
Cool.
I am good with that, DM.
But you can
All
still
right.
make just a straight perception check for me.
Yep. I will do that. Oh, that was so close to a natural 20.
Oh, that's
Another
sad.
6. It just rolled right
You-
over.
Dominic kind of ushers you guys back into the room, and you close the curtain and kind of glancing into the room. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. But Dominic does have like a sense of urgency and like getting back to stealth. Cool. Let's switch over real quick. Bernie.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Bernie, I don't
That's
have a
great.
map for you.
Okay.
We're gonna kind of just theater of the mind your journey
Totally
a
fine.
little bit.
Cool.
But you have spent the last several minutes hidden under the earth as a rabbit, trying to lose your pursuers. You have no idea where your friends are, what their status is, how close they are, or how far away they are from accomplishing their goal. But you feel like you're safe for now, and you emerge out of the dirt. You don't hear, see, or sense your pursuers anywhere nearby. You take back your original dwarven form. You
Mhm.
bring the horn to your lips and you blow one more time. You
Mhm.
know there's riders out there. You know they heard that, and you know they're coming this way. What do you do?
I think breathing heavily, blowing the horn, looking around, almost like part of that rabbit instinct is still present within Bernie's character. She looks around really quickly, and then she thinks about being down in that hole again, and she pulls on those shadows, the shadowy parts of under the ground that she knows so well, or at least has this ancestral connection to. And all of a sudden, the shadows start twisting around her and climbing up like a dark blue that starts to kind of shield her from everything around her. And I'm going to cast pass without a trace around anything.
Cool.
Yeah, hell
Mhm.
yeah.
So
Very
like
cool.
this, it's almost like all the shadows start to kind of come and cling to her, uh, like in patches, and she dips into the shrubbery and starts to try and make her way back in some direction that she thinks her friends are in.
Hell yeah. I was
Okay,
hoping somebody
cool.
grabbed that.
So you start
That's
making your
actually
way.
above table. That's why I wanted so badly to come with y'all because I was like, I have the perfect spell for this.
Ah, that would have been so good. Anyway.
But this is way better. It's all
Yeah.
good. It's so interesting.
So Bernie, as you kind of deduce, where you are and get your bearings and what direction you believe the castle ruins to be in, um, go ahead and make me a stealth check with all of your bonuses.
Okay, so I will just get whatever this is plus 10 to it.
Hmm.
Okay, so 18 for my stealth.
Okay. Let's see.
Or I'm sorry, 20 for my stealth because I have a plus 2 to it.
Okay. All right. You walk for maybe 4-5 minutes, sticking to these shadows that have now kind of been summoned and clinged to you. And you hear like a loud voice coming from maybe 20-30 feet away, and you hunker down and you wait and you listen. Another 3 or 4 minutes go by as you hear these sounds of mounted creatures all around you. And you know that your enemies are out there looking for you, pursuing you. But you manage to stay hidden and walk for another 5-6 minutes. You're moving slowly because you're staying so stealthy and you're making small progress and only moving and like daring to move when you can. But eventually, you kind of come to that clearing and you can see the castle now, and you see that there are several wards, maybe 5 or 6 that you can see immediately, just kind of now circling the space around the ruins with goblins mounted to their backs.
Okay.
And as you kind of get this view and take in this scene, roll me a perception check, Bernie.
Okay. 22.
Okay, impressive. Unfortunately, with your 22, you feel like you're pretty close back to kind of where you camped. And that's kind of the way you made your way back to it. And you have this great view looking down onto the castle and the camp below it. And you can see what looks like a small group of goblins working together are now beginning to make their way up the hill towards the castle. And with the 22, as you really focus on them, it looks like they have crafted a makeshift stretcher and have like a corpse on this stretcher. And they're beginning to slowly make their way up the hill, carrying this lifeless body towards the castle.
Okay. Are they going towards an entrance of does it obviously look like they're going into the castle?
So they're like just now kind of leaving the camp, and you figure based on the distance from the camp to the castle, it might take them like a good 8, 9, 10 minute walk.
Oh,
So it's hard to tell like where exactly, but just the sense you're getting is that they're leaving the camp and moving towards the direction of the ruins.
okay. I am going to take out the sending stone.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna crouch down and kind of duck into again like a little bit of shrubbery or something, back against a tree, and just kind of how the fuck do I work this thing? And I kind of like shake it for a second, and I look down at it. Hello? hello, and I'm going to speak into it. And I'm going to
Okay.
say, I hope you can hear me. There's a group of wargs, about 5, coming towards the castle. 8 minutes out, at best. And that's what I'm going to say.
Okay. Who has the other sending stone?
I believe I do.
All right. You hear the message, and it almost sounds like a whisper in your ear, Dominic. And you hear the words that Bernie ushered, that there are wargs circling the castle, and it looks like more goblins are coming from the camp.
Okay.
And
Dominic.
you've got maybe about 10 minutes before those goblins arrive.
All right. Domic's just gonna go. Shit. Wargs and goblins are incoming. Bernie's giving us some information from out in the bog. We need to hurry. It's probably about 8 minutes before they're here.
Can I be rejoined with the group at this point? Or should I be over here?
We'll say this kind of happens right as the fight ends.
Okay.
So yeah, Kitlin, if that was your intention, we can say that you're making your way kind of back to the group, and we'll say you're probably like somewhere about here-ish, getting ready to walk into the room. And Dominic, as you relay this information, you hear the sound of a door creaking open coming from the room behind you.
Oh shit. I'm gonna kind of just again stand still, hands up, and just kind of like look at Ku and Staris and just be like, mouth quiet.
At this point, Kitlin comes into the room.
all just
Kitlin, just for shits and giggles, roll me a sleight of hand check, because this door might have some squeaky hinges.
Okay.
Finger to lips.
Oof. All right.
So as Dominic's like kind of
Wait, what?
like,
Or is it 18?
No, it's like double rolling, but notice how it says 0 underneath? Like
Yeah.
yeah. So we honored the first roll last time. We're gonna honor the first roll this time. As Dominic kind of like, he's like, I hear something, and like puts his fingers to his lips. All of a sudden, you just hear the door like. Skittlin like walks into the room to rejoin you guys, and you hear voices shouting and goblin coming from the room behind you. Dominic, what do you do?
Oh. Do you want to go this way?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start pointing at the other door, and we're just gonna start running towards the door Staris is at.
Sounds great.
Okay. Saris, the door behind you is barred from this side with a big piece of wood.
Oh. Okay. We're gonna try to. She motions to Dominic to come help, and
Yeah, I'm gonna
attempt to
make
lift
my
it up,
way
yeah.
over there, and lift. We're gonna try to lift that out of the way.
It's easy enough to remove the wood even by yourself.
Perfect. Okay, good. I don't know how big it was or
Guys,
heavy it was.
the voices in the room behind you now sound very alarmed, as though they are noticing the hobgoblin corpse that you left behind.
Fuck.
We didn't have any time to move it, unfortunately. I was going to, but nope. Yep.
Didn't even think about
Nope,
it.
you
We're
didn't. You got into a fight next door.
Yeah.
I'll
right.
say too, Ku, do you have that little
He's
magical
talking normal.
room that we used
So
before?
hold on. You guys took the wood off the door?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, did you open the door?
Yes.
Okay, you open the door, and then Kitlin, what did you ask Ku?
Do you have the ability to make another one of those little magical rooms that we hid in before on the hilltop?
Yes, I have VIP access.
We might need it.
The ceilings are very low. A lot of this this castle is in ruins, as much of it has collapsed, especially the tall, spiring towers that once stood. They've all just sort of collapsed on themselves. So you've maybe got a ceiling 8 feet above you, or 8 feet from the floor. I don't know how tall each of you are.
Not 8 feet.
Yeah.
Who are you casting the spell? Or
I'm not. No.
okay, so
I am not.
Staris and Dominic, you lift the wooden beam off of the door, and Staris, you push the door open.
Uh-huh.
Inside is the room of one of these towers I just mentioned, or what used to be a tower. And you can see the top level has been completely destroyed, but the tower walls still stand about a good 30 feet inside this circular room, completely exposed to the elements. As you push the door open, the first thing you smell is this, like, it's hard to describe. It's a very, it's a powerful smell. There's an odor to it. It's almost a natural smell. It's very strong. As you push the door open, like I said, the first thing you notice is, other than the smell, of course, is that the upper floors of this tower have completely collapsed, and they've created this sort of hollow silo that's at least 30 feet high. And the upper reaches of the room are just completely lost in shadows. Dust and rubble and broken glass cover the floor, as well as large feathers and patches of fur. Old work tables and bookshelves lie completely strewn to the south of the room, as though they've been fashioned in, like, sort of a makeshift nest. In the middle of the room is a hulking beast that looks kind of like a mangy bear,
No.
except it has the head of an owl. As you push the door open, it rears up and roars when it
Give me a
sees
good berry.
you.
Give me a good berry.
I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative again, as
Fuck.
Staris and Domic have just opened the tower with a bugbear. Oh, I'm sorry,
Oh,
an owl
an
bear.
owl bear.
Fuck. Do you want me to roll
Here's this
initiative
beast
as
has
well?
been kidnapped by the goblins,
Oh my God.
Okay,
and
okay.
left in this dark, towery chamber. While they're doing that, Bernie,
Yeah.
you're hunkered down, but you're seeing a large force beginning to gather and swarm. What are you doing?
Fuck.
Right? By the way, I don't know what the answer is. This is all on you guys.
um. Okay. Okay. Boy. So they're swarming around the castle, basically.
You see about 5 or 6 warg riders that are kind of just, like, walking around the immediate surrounding area of the castle. Um, Most of the camp, it seems like the excitement from your plan has created as much of a distraction as it's going to. A majority of the camp members seem like they don't give a shit. They're still just going on and doing their normal stuff. But from the several dozen ward riders that once pursued you, some of them might be in the woods. In fact, you actually heard a few of them as you kind of crept this way. And it seems like a few are just now kind of riding around the castle and just keeping an eye out. I think the general sense is, if there was an invading force, it would have been here by now. So now they're kind of thinking something is fishy about everything.
Got it.
And then the only other really interesting thing is, like, there's a small group of goblins. It looks like they're carrying a corpse from the camp up towards the castle. And they're maybe about, like you said, 9-ish minutes away.
Okay. Does the corpse that they're carrying, can I see at all whether it looks like the one that, like, does it look like a goblin that's dead? Was it the one that was
I'll
shot?
I'll say with the 22, you can very clearly see, like, an arrow sticking out of this goblin's head.
Okay. I think Bernie kind of like winces a little bit at acknowledging that, and just wide-eyed is looking at the castle, thinking that that's the biggest danger that her friends are in right now. Um, and is there any pathway that Bernie could take that would be like a sneak along, or are they just too much spread out that Like it would be wild if she snuck by because it's an open field, or is there like a little?
It's pretty open.
Yeah.
You do have pass without a trace. So how long does that last for? About an hour?
It lasts for. Yep, 1 hour.
Okay. So you still have pass without a trace on. Um, it you feel like you could maybe risk it, but it's one of those things like there's like might be like a shrub and some rocks, and if you stay low to the ground, and if you kind of watch and wait and time it right, you probably couldn't do it quickly. But then you run the risk of if you get caught, you're out in the open.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I feel like I am going to. I think that Barney's worried if she distracts again with the horn and runs off, that they're gonna stop like paying attention to it. I think that like she's done that a few times now, and that she's kind of like racking her brain like for any strategy that she's like overheard or thought about before. And so I think that right now with the shadows around her, she's gonna go for it, and she's gonna try and sneak back into the castle.
You gonna
Yeah.
try to sneak towards like the northern way where the rest of your friends went in, or are you going for that main entrance?
Whichever one seems like I could time it to where almost like Legend of Zelda, like in the shrubbery garden, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I
Like
think
whichever one it
I think,
seems
like-
like I could like dodge and dart around.
I think the patterns are probably enough where the gaps in their like watches you could probably approach either one,
Okay,
and you
I'm
would
gonna.
just need to time it out. I will say this one, it's a lot more open because you got to get up the stairs onto the landing,
Uh-huh.
whereas the ones your friends took does appear to be like a more concealed entrance.
Okay, I'm gonna
So I
go for
think
the more
just based on
concealed. Yeah.
I think based on like the information you have, like
Yep.
one seems like yeah. Okay, cool. So you kind of make your way a little bit through the woods. You have to kind of reposition yourself using the woods as cover to keep yourself that straight shot. And you know it's a little bit of a hill because you saw your friends kind of tumble down it when they approached it. Give me one more stealth check with
Okay.
advantage, because we still have the pass without trace, as you have to kind of creep past several more ward foes.
Awesome. I don't think I get advantage unless I just get the
Oh,
plus
not
10.
advantage. You get the plus
Okay, cool,
10
cool.
or something.
Okay,
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something. Okay. Come on. Oh my god, that's a nat 1.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
How did I
golden
know
dice,
that was gonna happen?
Golden dice.
Yeah, can I golden dice that? Are y'all okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I mean, we can save it too.
I mean, we're all in hairy situations.
Yeah.
I'd rather you use it because you're alone than
Yeah.
us use it.
Is everybody in agreement,
Did you
or
just
should we save
did
it?
you just get another nat one?
No, I just got one nat 1. I've only rolled once.
Okay. Yours shows it twice for some reason. That's right.
I know.
Yeah,
don't
I
know
see
why
a
it
1
does
and a
that.
3, yeah.
It does
Yeah.
it without the modifier, and then it adds the modifier. So the bottom
Yeah, that's
number
weird.
is the number.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's a 23. Whew.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
So,
Yeah, way better.
So much better.
Bernie,
Yes.
you are being pursued by wargs,
Yeah.
which have a very keen sense of smell.
Yep.
And fortunately, your pass without a trace, while it is good to remain undetected, doesn't do anything to mask your scent.
Okay.
My wargs are rolling with advantage and get a +4.
You're
I
gone.
rolled a natural 18 for a
Oh.
22.
Oh!
You managed to sneak through the forest undetected.
Hell
It does
yeah.
take you several minutes to do so, however. So we're gonna go back to the group.
Oh.
So I have Staris with a 13.
Yes.
I have Ku with a 10. I have Domik with a 6.
Yep.
And Kitland with a 5. solid rolls, guys. We'll
Mhm.
see
no.
where the owl bear fits
Owlbear
in.
rolls a
He didn't
20.
beat
Right.
Staris. I'll give you that much. So Staris, you get to lead this encounter.
Okay. Um, seeing the owlbear, uh, Stars kind of puts both of her hands up, like, whoa,
Mhm.
and starts rifling for food bits from rations. Or if we had good berries. Do we have good berries today?
I
We're
do
gonna go
good
with
berry every
rations.
morning. Yes.
All right. Oh, we found a good berry. Wonderful. And then just trying to stay as calm as possible and not being too intense with her eyes. Sings out to the owl bear. Be still, don't fear, we can help you. And holds out the good berry. We won't hurt you. We can help you.
This owl bear is standing on its hind legs, and
Yeah,
from the feet to the crown of its head, it probably stands about 14 feet tall. I don't know if you know much about owl bears,
that's
but
pretty big.
just based on what you're seeing, you get the sense that this is a very mature, very powerful creature. And Staris being Staris, you take out a berry and sing to it as it lands now on all 4 feet with a loud Florida, shaking the room and actually causing dust to fall off of some of the shelves that kind of line the circular walls. Is your intention here to kind of placate and soothe the creature, Staris?
Um, yes.
Roll me, because you have such a beautiful voice, a performance check instead of an animal handling check.
Oh, yeah.
No.
11.
As you attempt to
Jesus.
finish the last line of your verse, the owl bear screeches at you defiantly, and it's such an ear piercing, shattering sound that it causes you to like cover your ears and stop singing before you can finish your tune.
Okay. Could that have been a bonus action?
That was your action, Staris.
Okay. Never
Damn
mind.
it.
That's okay. That's all right. Cool. Stars drops the berry.
Just literally just like the hands like slowly turn sideways and the berry falls and is like rolls like a few inches towards the owl bear as it just continues screaming and snarling. Would you like to do anything else with your turn, Staris?
Ah, I kind of just want to run out of this room.
Well, you have your
um,
move. You've got a few friends behind you that you might have to push through. There might be a
that
little
is
difficult
fair.
terrain, but
That
you might be
is
able to get
fair.
through them.
All right. Thinking about the voices that we had heard before behind us, um, Stars turns around and say, "We might want to run the other way." uh, and sure, this door is already open, right?
Yes, that door is open. This curtain is closed.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I get this far?
I'll say you can get
This far?
this far as you had to sort of push through some of your friends.
Sounds good.
And you three like you hear the noise but you don't quite see it, and then starts to sing, gets interrupted, and just goes nope and pushes past all of you. And
It didn't work.
Ku, Caitlin, and Dominic, you now see like just these two glowing yellow eyes coming from this dark room. And with those with dark vision, which I believe is most of you, you can see the faint outline of this large, furry, feathered behemoth of a creature starting to walk towards you.
Yeah.
Stars, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
That will bring us to
The owl bear.
whose turn?
Ooh, holy shit, dude.
Oh my god.
Let's just get the fuck out of
No.
here.
Yep.
No. All the chaos, all everywhere. Okay, I'm shutting up.
You guys just couldn't wait to get in my dungeon. Had to start a bunch of shit beforehand.
Can I run and make it out here?
Where you trying to go? Yeah.
Right here.
Who runs past you, Staris, pushes open the curtain, and retreats into the next room.
Yes.
You see a small hallway going off to your right-hand side and a large iron door just in front of you. You can see there's like some small kind of barred, like a small barred window in the top of the door, and it appears like you can see outside through this small window in the door.
Is it at Q height?
It's like maybe a foot above your head, Koo.
Okay. Let me see. Yeah, I think this is all the movement that I got
All right.
for right here.
No action, bonus action.
Did you already dash?
Oh, no, I did not dash. Actually,
Good dash.
yeah, I would love to keep running further if I can.
Sure.
You've
got the hallway or the door.
Yeah. Can I see around this hallway?
You sure can. There's another door.
So many
man.
doors.
Yay.
Yeah, let me run up to this iron door
I
then.
hate this place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, man, I love making
Behind door
dungeons.
number 3.
It's more doors.
Cool. As you run up towards the iron door, real quick, gotta scroll. Do you try to open the door?
I do not.
Okay.
No.
Good call.
Okay. Big iron door. Seems secure.
Okay.
Windows above your head. Anything else?
That'll do it for Q's turn.
Ooh, roll me a perception check.
Oh, I'll take a 21.
Woohoo.
Doesn't take much, but with a 21, you can hear quite loudly coming through the door beside you as you kind of run down the hallway and put your back up against the iron door and look back the way you came. Your heart's beating in your chest, catching your breath. And as you take a moment, finally catch your breath, and you realize how quiet it is in this hallway, you can hear very clearly through this wooden door several voices coming from the room beyond.
God.
With the 21, you clearly identify the language they're speaking as Goblin. They don't seem agitated or anything like that. They just seems like they're just kind of talking, conversating loudly, perhaps even unaware that you guys have entered and started all this combat. Unlike the voices you heard from here, which sounded very, very alarmed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That'll bring us to the next creature in initiative order. Domic.
Oh shit! Really?
Wow.
Fucking hell!
Wow.
Okay.
We'll take
Rude.
it.
Fucking, we will take it. Shit. Okay.
It made
Do I-
you all be surprised this round.
Do I want to chance it, or do I just do what I think I'm gonna do? Screw it. I'm gonna go, shit, owl bear. And I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna look at Kitlin and say, Kitlin, jump! And I'm gonna just grab him as fast as I can and keep running out the door. So I'm gonna use my action to Pick Kitland up, and we're gonna keep going.
And I resist that.
Oh
If you want
God!
to,
Yes,
if you want to.
1,000%. Do you not want to be carried by Dominic?
No.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Then I'm just gonna keep
Dominic,
moving.
Do you
Yep.
do you want to take him against his will, or do you just let
Nope.
him go?
Old man wants to do his
Okay.
own thing. Whatever. I'm out.
Well, you try to grab him, he shrugs you off. You go fuck it, and just keep going.
Yep.
It's so
So
funny.
that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'll probably be in here. Going towards where Ku went, I guess. Well, no, I don't know where Ku
Following
went.
behind.
So,
Yeah,
well,
that's fair.
would he have thrown this open, or would he have just like closed it behind, like kind of dash through?
We'll say it's you got a passive perception of 14. Yeah, we'll say that you're kind of like right behind him. You know, you maybe saw Ku turn the corner as you kind of came up behind Saris. You know what I mean?
Okay. Would I go to the other door, or would I go after Ku? I'll
This is wild.
probably. Fuck.
This is so funny.
And
This
I
is like
mean,
a Scooby-Doo thing.
Yes!
Like, you go in one door, not the other
Close the
door.
other doors, yeah, dude.
No one's talking really to anybody, and everybody's just like figuring it out.
Yeah,
like
we're
shit
all
hit the
under the
fan, and it's
assumption
just been like,
that we got to be quiet.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good.
Oh.
I love
Yeah.
the image of Dominic trying to pick up Kitlin and him just squirming and being like, "No!"
Yeah, I'll go down this way towards where Ku was going. That's probably what I do.
Right, I think it looked pretty.
Try to keep this party at least together as much as possible. Old man wants the old man, whatever. He wants the old man. He can do what he wants. So that's it. That's Dominic's turn.
Kitlands, what's your dexterity score?
16.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter because for the second time tonight, I rolled a natural 1 for my
No
initiative.
shit, dude.
Wow. Holy shit.
Damn.
Is that the right answer?
that
Or
is
is
the end of-
plus 3 the right answer to that question?
That
So
one.
your dexterity score is 16. Your modifier
Okay.
is plus 3. That was the
Okay.
correct answer. Well done.
Okay.
You get to go before the owl bear because once again I'm last in initiative.
Wow.
All
But I'm
right.
glad I made him scary enough that you all ran away.
100. It's a full-grown owl bear. Fuck yeah, we're bouncing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
If it was a baby, maybe. But
What a wild thing to add to this castle too. It's like, oh, by the way, in
Yeah.
this room there's an owl bear. I'm like,
Right.
what? Yes. Yes,
Who's
there is.
pissed off?
We're gonna let the rest of the
Say it again?
goblins deal with that. Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Oh boy. If I were to, I'm going hard. 5, 10, 15,
Oh,
Oh boy.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
and I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And or I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna cast it. And I'll say, "We're here. We can help you. We're not goblins. We found a small owlbear cub and a large female in the woods. We can send you in the right way if you know who they are. But we're not trying to hurt you. We could use your help getting out of here, though. There's quite a few of these nasty goblins that trapped you here. What do you say?"
Kitland. I'm gonna need you to roll me a persuasion check, champ.
I'm gonna use my bardic added to that. So
Okay.
say
It
D6.
starts as a D6.
Correct.
Yes.
okay.
Is it 12?
Yeah. 12.
It's a lot for 6 seconds. But I'll allow it. You got it out quick.
Mhm.
The owlbear is kind of like just slowly like walking towards you. Like there's just this intense, ferocious willfulness to it. And it kind of just walks towards you, and as you begin speaking to it, and it understands you, it stops for a second. And it responds in a way, Kitlands, that you can understand. Move or die.
Right. I'm gonna move back 15 feet.
Fuck.
Okie dokie. Should probably done this earlier. That's okay. Is that the end of your turn, Kitland?
I think that is going to be. Let's see. I will bonus action. Zephyr Strike. Oops. I don't know why that's is a roll, but I'm gonna cast it. I don't know why it rolls every time.
Okay.
Um,
Hold on. You just cast Speak with Animals.
I used Speak with Animals as an action. This is a bonus action casting.
Do you have? Is that like a racial trait? A racial trait of yours to speak with animals as a gnome?
It just says use next to it, not cast.
Ooh, that might be because
Once
of
per
your.
long rest.
That might be because of your subclass, because you're the Beastmaster. Okay, you know what? I'm going to allow it because it is an inherent kind of gift that you have to be able to do this, and it doesn't require the same sort of mana pool that your spellcasting does. I will allow you to cast the Zephyr Strike bonus action this turn.
Nice.
Okay.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Hell yeah.
I'm not going to use the weapon feature. I'm just going to use the extra movement. And I'll go 30 more feet. So 5, 10, 15.
You got the curtain leading back the way you came. You've got this way, which I'll say that you probably just saw Dominic go around the corner. And then you got, the door here.
And what's over here? Just rubble?
That's a wall. That's just like a wall, and that's like a bunch of rubble where like the you can see where part of the ceiling of the castle has just caved in and collapsed, and part of the wall has been destroyed. Like you're literally walking through like what would be a condemned building right now. So much of this castle has just collapsed and deteriorated. But there is another regular wooden door right here.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll go in right next to the rubble. I can't hide this turn because I bonus action, but I will be prepared to hide.
Okay. Do you shut the door behind you?
I wouldn't have been thinking to do that. He told me to move, I moved.
Okay. So Staris, you see Kitland now come running out of the room, and you're kind of standing there about 5 feet away from the door.
Mm-hmm.
As you're looking through the door, you see from the curtain in the corner of the room a goblin appear.
What?
Something about this goblin looks abnormal. The goblin appears undead. Parts of his flesh are rotting. You can see where skeleton and muscle are exposed, and gaps and wounds of his rotting flesh. And he kind of moves in a mindless way as he comes out of this curtain. And in a flash of fur and feathers, you see this large beast, this large owl bear, just leap into the room and obliterate the undead goblin that just emerged from the corner. Just pin it to the wall and rip it apart, limb from limb, effortlessly. That is the owl bear's turn. Staris, what do you do? We're bringing it back to the top of the order.
Close the door. Stars nods and closes the door.
Mhm.
And then is fuck. Gotta go back this way. So 5, 10, 15. Shall we go south? It kind of like quizzically kind of looks at Kitland and Domik and like points in the direction of where Ku went, like looking for affirmation of a thumbs up or a nod or something.
I'm gonna nod. Yeah, I'm heading that way to Ku. So yeah,
Okay.
I'm going this way.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 20, 25, 30. Yeah. 30 would put us here.
Nice.
And
I'm doing something else I trust you.
what's up?
I said I'm doing something else I trust you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because it was 5 to the door and then I moved down.
Cool.
That is good. Seeing nothing to do. Nothing to confront. Stars is good right here.
Okay. As you go to shut the door, Staris, you can hear voices coming from beyond the curtain. Oh fuck! I forgot to do that one too. Sorry, 2 seconds, Hill.
No worries.
And
Are we
Bernie,
good?
thank you for your patience.
No worries. No, not at all. Not at all.
Am I good to take a quick break? I'm gonna go say goodnight to the kids.
Don't give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, you're good.
Actually, probably less than that. Okay, so here's what happens. I just had to get the initiative in order. Staris, you shut the door. You hear a few more voices kind of responding, to the owlbear ripping this goblin zombie apart. And you put some more distance between the chaos that you've just unleashed and whatever is going on in there. Ku, that is going to bring us to your turn, and then I want to do one more thing, and then we'll take a quick break, Domik, and then it'll be your turn when we come back.
Awesome.
Yeah, okay. So I see Staris. I see Domik and Staris emerge through the curtain, and I do. Ku puts his finger to his lips, and he points to this wooden door.
Cool.
And then he makes finger munching signs with his hands. Like there's a lot of people here, over here. So Ku will turn to the iron door and open it.
Okay.
Okay.
Or attempt
It's
to.
locked.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Okay.
a good sign.
Yep. 5, 10, 15, 20. 10, 15, 20. Okay. Ku wants to dash over here through everybody. What can we hear on this side of the door?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh.
Oof.
10.
The room sounds silent, empty.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Plus. Yeah. Ku will turn to Kitland and just kind of shrug.
Okay.
And
anything else?
That's the turn? Nope, that's it.
All right. I'm gonna look up one more thing really quick. Because I want to make sure I know what my spells do, because somebody's a rules lawyer.
You
Okay,
made
I love
me
you.
this way.
I love it.
I learned it from watching you.
I was molded by the
Oh,
You did this
okie
to me.
dokie. Um, Hitland and Ku, what is your passive perception?
Very good. No, it's okay. 13.
Hitland?
12.
Okay. Um, you hear the sounds of like the owl bear just like ripping flesh and bone apart as the door shuts, and you kind of hear this muffled squelching noise as the owl bear continues to devour its helpless victim, and then it stops. That's all you get with your passive perception, because about a half a second after that, 5, 10, 15. This curtain over here begins to move, and you see the snout of a warg peeking through it as
Over
it
where?
sniffs the air. This curtain right here.
I cannot see the pings.
Yeah.
Oh, can you guys? Oh, that's why, because I'm on a different layer. Sorry, I'm moving
Ah.
tokens you guys can't see. So right
Oh.
here at this curtain, you see the snout of a warg, Kitland and Ku, begin to appear, and it takes your mind off the fact that the squelching sound just stopped as you see the nose of a warg piercing through and begin to sniff the air. We're gonna go ahead and take a break right there. Let's meet back in like 10-ish minutes. Get a drink, use the restroom, say goodnight to your kids, and we'll pick back up at 9:30 and play for like another hour. Sound good?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Perfect.
Well,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
See you guys in a bit.
bye-bye.
Cool.
Dylan, are you back?
I am in fact back.
That
I am also back.
The promo card that we got.
Yeah.
Is that like a particularly good creature? Have you play tested a bunch of that?
Yes. Yeah, that's actually we actually just filmed a demo video using Olivier today. That'll be out sometime later this week.
Does that come in packs? Like, how
That
would you
does
get
not.
that otherwise?
That is a Kickstarter stretch goal or a show up at the convention and run a demo, compete in the tournament
Cool.
demo or promo.
Right. Yeah, I think I got to play more with like the moving after you hit, especially with the samurai guy. That seems
Yes.
like really powerful after a couple games.
Yep. Oh yeah. And that was between the samurai and the gladiator.
Mhm.
Those are like the two most straightforward cards in the starter game. And then there's a Mongolian wrestling princess that is
Cool.
the most fun to play in the starter game.
Cool.
That game was so fun, man.
Yeah, I really want to play the 4-player version. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is pure chaos because there is so much happening.
That sounds
Well, the
It's
4-player
2v2, right?
version.
You can do 2-on-2 or a 4-player free for all.
Yes. Is the will those multiplayer versions be available in the like base game? Like if I ordered the base game, will that also come included, or is that going to be released later?
No, yeah. So the starter game will come with everything you need for 4 players to play.
Is it
Awesome.
it's on the same map?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. So everything's just taking place on that 4x4.
I'm really excited to see how this game continues to grow and evolve because I think there's a lot you can do with the like simple parameters you built for yourself, much like Magic. You know, like you get the confines like really figured out, and then you play within that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and yeah, like Napoleon, who comes in the starter game, plays
Mhm.
completely different than most champions in the game. So we're excited to see what everyone thinks of him and how he manages his actions.
But like even if like, what if you could like, what happens if you make like Winston Churchill or General Patton, and you have him versus, Spartacus? Like, what happens when you have, like,
That's
I think there's a lot of, or if you even like get to partner with, like popular media, and you get to use like heroes from Lord of the Rings or whatever, like I don't know. I just think there's a lot of fun ways you can play with this mechanic that you've created.
Yeah, there's
Joan
actually
of Arc.
yeah. She will. I think we have Joan in set 3, but
Nice.
she's one of my favorites.
Nice. Odysseus, is he a character?
Ooh. Oh, I don't know if we have placed him yet.
I guess that's
Move
more
on.
myth and less historical.
Yeah.
There's no Hitler yet, though, right?
No, actually.
God.
So that is unfortunately one of the most prevalent questions that we have on our FAQ. And so no, because we only go up to World War One. So we are like
Okay.
the end of the tippy tip end of the 19th century is our cutoff.
Ooh, do you have Rasputin?
Yes, we have him, but not not in the first set.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and he changes up dice a lot to
Cool.
Fuck yeah.
favor
Yeah,
himself.
with like
Yeah.
yeah.
Undying.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, there is. We
That's
try
awesome.
not to build the historical flavor on top of the mechanics. We kind of let the mechanics speak for themselves. But any
Mhm.
like overlap between them, we always kind of look for and accept. But most of the time, even before we know who is in the set, we already kind of know what the cards do,
Cool.
and then we put a layer on top.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited
And-
for it, man. I definitely want to host a game night when it releases.
Yeah. That'd
Um,
be awesome.
has Zaman returned to us, or is he still saying goodnight?
Nope, I'm here.
Nice.
I was letting you guys just gush about the game. I'm bummed that I didn't get to go to it and play, but it sounds awesome.
Very
Soon,
much up
man.
your alley, my guy.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, you would probably really like it.
Hell yeah,
And-
I'm
Sure.
pumped.
And in October, I'll be starting playtesting for the second set. So I will let everybody know if you guys want to be involved in that.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
We can set up a time, set up a date, and yeah, we'll play with all the demo material.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Let's dive right back in with your turn, Dominic. A little unaware of what has transpired in the 2 rooms behind you,
Okay.
as who just ran past you.
So the door is locked in front of us. We hear voices in
This
the
door's
other door.
locked, and Ku indicated to be quiet as there was some activity in this room.
Shit.
And we can go ahead and do this since I went ahead and told you that it's happening.
Yeah. What do I want to do? I can't. I don't have thieves' tools or anything, so I can't really screw with a door that's locked.
Caitlin, you're on deck.
Does the door, the lock gate look? So is it a solid metal door? Is what's over there?
It's a door made of iron. It appears very sturdy, and
Okay.
despite the castle's kind of worn state, this door, while it's aged, and distressed, it still stands pretty strong. And
Can
it
we
just seems like
seduce the
a
door?
simple lock.
Can we
You can
seduce the door?
certainly try.
It does look like a simple lock. Okay. Oh.
But as you mentioned, not having a key or the right tools
Yeah, it's kind of
is a bit
pointless
of a
even.
problem.
Yeah. Oh man. All right.
I'm kind of seeing this dungeon shape as a weird skull.
Oh god.
Like hang on. I nose.
Yeah.
Mouth.
I'm seeing it now too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Fuck. We're kind of trapped in a rock and a hard place.
Speaking of
It's
Odysseus,
all. Yeah. All I remember was the owlbear and it said bump that and bailed. So I don't know about this guy. Ah, fuck. Alright. Shit. Guess I'll look at Staris and kind of just like shrug and kind of mouth, what do we do? And I'll just I think I'll just stay put and just stay with Staris to make. I don't want to split the party any more than it already is. So I need to watch somebody. I need to make sure that somebody is safe.
Yeah, and we both saw Ku kind of leave that door because he couldn't open it.
Correct.
So Could try some dagger shit, but probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, Staris sees you and just like points in the direction of where Ku went.
All right. I'll just kind of motion like a together type motion, and so I'll wait for Staris, and then we'll move out together.
Staris nods. Sounds good.
Okay, so Dominic, would you like to hold your action to move with Staris and leave the room together on her turn?
Yes, I will hold my action to stick with Staris.
Okay,
For better
cool.
or for
So
worse.
If Staris leaves this hallway, you'll just follow behind her. Essentially.
Yes. I will
All right,
have
cool.
my rapier out just in case. Like I'll ready my rapier too as well. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm on edge at
I
this point.
imagine I feel like it's been at the ready this whole time.
Yeah, 100%. It hasn't gone away, and it still has its lightning, and it's just kind of crackling softly.
All right.
So,
Kitland, your turn. There is a warg sniffing through the curtain to your left, and the room straight ahead of you has suddenly grown quiet. The room behind you also appears quiet.
The room behind me.
So where Ku
the
is standing,
door.
there's a door just behind him. I need to check one thing. But feel free to take your turn. Whenever you're ready.
All right. I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Take a step forward.
And this is just a curtain or open door between me and Dominic.
There's like a curtain kind of right there between you and Dominic, and you can hear him like softly, like kind of whispering to Staris, like, what do we do? And the door in front of you is like cracked but shut. And you see like the warg nose kind of sniffing and pushing through the curtain to your left.
I'm gonna whisper to Dominic. Do you still have your bear trap? Get it ready. And I was messing around in these barrels before that I know are right behind this curtain. And I know there's some foul-smelling, rotten stuff in there. So I'm gonna
like
shoot
old
through.
compost, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot through the curtain at the barrel to try to just like get a big dust cloud of rotten compost to explode in the warg's face and cover our scent a little bit. So that is what I'm going to try to do.
Cool. I like that a lot. So instead of having you roll an attack, because I think with your sharpshooter and all of your bullshit, you can do that well enough. What I want to do? I think. Yeah, no. Let's do this because you have so much bullshit. Why don't you roll an attack, and we'll contest it against my perception check. And if your attack roll is higher than my perception check, we'll say that you're able to hit the barrel in a way that it kicks up enough gunk to kind of confuse the warg for a round.
Cool.
All right. Here is a D20. Just a D20 or my short bow attack?
Short bow attack.
Okay.
And I've rolled my perception check, so I have created a target that you need to beat.
Just doing that thing again. Let me go back to features and traits. Back to actions. There we go. Oh, God. 12.
12. You send the arrow through the curtain, and you hear the thump of the arrow like striking one of the barrels. You can even smell the immediate scent of the air being disturbed as you kind of pierce this barrel and release some of this foul-smelling compost. You smell it as well. It reeks. It was a great hit. But you just hear a low growl as the ward continues to push its face through the curtain. You now actually see its whole head, and it just turns to stare at you. Unfortunately, I rolled higher than your 12.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 10, 15, 20 behind Dominic.
Is
All
that
right.
your turn?
Yep.
All right. That'll bring it the owlbear's turn.
Are we gonna get some beast on beast action?
Two.
You have
Alien
to, you
vs.
have to,
Predator, baby.
you have to pay
Hell
premium for
yeah.
that.
You watch as the door creaks open. Just in front of you, there are two yellow, piercing eyes staring at you. This huge shape of the owlbear. Behind it, you see a fat, ugly hobgoblin. He is wearing an arcane-looking crown. He has several baubles attached at his hip. He wears a long cape and brandishes a warhammer. This... What am I doing? Is the Goblin King.
Oh, fuck!
You see he smiles wickedly as he holds a hand to his crown and an open, outstretched arm with the palm facing towards the owlbear, as though he's casting some type of mind-altering, controlling spell on the owlbear through the use of his crown. There you are, you hear the Goblin King shout as he sees you, Ku, just beyond the owlbear. Owlbear is between the two of you, and you can see it looks conflicted as the Goblin King spell affects it, and it sees you in front of it. Ku, will you roll me a d20?
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
I'm going to roll a d20 for the Goblin King. Because the owlbear right now is right on the verge of resisting his spell.
How's this
So we're
19
going to
feeling?
see.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
So I need a nat 20 to
Oh,
have the owlbear attack you. Otherwise, it's going to attack the Goblin King.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yep.
Andrea, can you please come out to the kitchen table?
No!
Oh,
No!
I can't hear you guys, so I do this, so hang on.
Can you please come out to the kitchen table? Because I need a fucking witness for this.
No, you didn't.
You didn't.
What does that
Oh
die say?
my God.
It almost fell off the table, too. What does it say? The microphone's right here. They'll hear you.
It says 20.
Oh, no!
My
Oh
God.
my God.
The
Holy
owlbear
shit,
finds you,
dude.
too.
Oh
I got a fucking nat 20. I have to respect the die.
Holy
my
shit.
God. Dude,
Oh
hell
my
yeah.
God.
Fuck.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Its paw reaches up as it reaches you and slams into you, Kitlin. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ku. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Shield?
As I shield. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Last
Yes.
second, the shield
Oh.
pops off,
Round.
and the claws scrape across this like arcane barrier that you summon between you and
Hell
and you
yeah.
can feel the claws literally push into your face too as you struggle to maintain the shield. It doesn't hurt you, but it hurts. You know what I mean? Like you feel the strength of his paw push into your head, and if it weren't for the shield, you feel like your whole skull would have been crushed as you just feel the immense pressure and weight and force behind this attack. But the spell prevents you from taking any damage. It then rears back and slams its beak into you, frustrated by your ability to resist its power. I rolled a 14 to hit.
Negative Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah.
Your
Dang.
shield holds as the owlbear tries to pierce your heart with its beak, but it cannot penetrate your powerful magical force fields.
Hell yeah.
Burning.
Huh.
How you doing out there?
You know, just trying to get back to my buddies.
So you managed to successfully sneak through the woods, avoiding all of the wards and all of the riders, because of the use of your spell and the way you're able to manipulate the shadows. You have a clear shot of the door leading to the castle.
Yep.
You watch patiently as a warg and its rider walks by, sniffs the air, scans the area, and eventually passes. You finally have an opening. It's now or never. What do you do?
I'm going. I'm going.
You staying in dwarven form? You're just rushing the door?
Yep. Stay in dwarven
All right.
form. Well, I mean, I still kind of want to sneak if I can. Like, I still want to
Okay.
stealthily try and like do this.
Got it. So you remember when your allies approached this hill was a little bit steep. So you get the opening, you're like, I'm going to go for it. This is my time. And you go and you stop and you just think, you're like, wait, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to be careful. And I'm going to be focused. I'm going to get there. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. No disadvantage because you took a moment to stop and carefully go down the hill.
Okay. Gotcha. Come on. Okay. 16.
You get to the castle and you're able to get down the hill pretty easily. You stay low to the ground, you take your time, and as you get there, you start looking for where your friends entered, and you can't find the curtain at first, and you see a warg start to come around the corner of the castle with a goblin rider, and they're about to look in your direction when you finally see this tapestry just like blending in with the environment. You pull it back and you see a small hole where you can crawl and enter into the castle.
Yep. I go in.
Okay. Back to the top of the order. That is gonna be their
So
turn.
is the owlbear in front of Q, or did he like?
Oh,
run
I'm
up
so
to the
sorry. Yes, you're absolutely right. He is right on Ku. I just hadn't moved the token yet. That's that turn. That's that turn. That'll bring us to Staris' turn. Ooh, you're on deck.
Okay. None of this looks good. This curtain is. I can see shapes. I can hear things. Yes, it's a curtain. It's not a door.
Yeah, you hear the sound of an owlbear charging into the room. And something
So-
being bludgeoned up against the wall.
Gotcha. Sure. Staris' eyes go wide, and she fumbles for her dagger. And Thinking that this door might be locked, she goes to it and recalling times having snuck out and into places and friends who have helped her along the way get in and out of places, is going to try to finagle open this lock with her dagger in the keyhole.
Hell yeah.
Okay. I'll allow it, Stars. If you make a sleight of hand check. No. We'll say a dexterity check. Just a straight dexterity check. With disadvantage. If you fail too much, like if you roll too low, you may risk breaking the dagger.
Yeah. I'm glad I have two.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check with disadvantage.
Come on.
8 and a 12. So 8.
You can feel the tumblers start to move just a little bit, but you can't quite get the door open. However, you do not break your dagger.
Oof.
Nice.
You were close, but you didn't quite get it.
Dang.
That was your action.
Yeah. Stars turns back to Dominic and Kitland and just shrugs, like, didn't work.
All right. That'll bring us to Koo's turn.
Is opening a door an action?
Sometimes. In this instance, no.
Okay, I would love to open this door behind me.
These are old doors. They,
Mhm.
there's not much of a mechanism. It's, it's not like a handle or it's locked or anything like that. It's not complicated nor is it that heavy, right? So you just kind of push this door open and it swings open. So in this instance, it is a free action. As the door surprisingly just swings open and enters into another darkened room. This high, narrow hall looks as if it might have been part of a chapel or shrine at one time. But it's completely darkened. You can see like maybe figures sculpted along the room's upper reaches, but time has completely decayed all their features. There's no telling what they look like anymore. Wait, I want to make sure I'm reading the right room. I might be reading the wrong room. No, I'm reading that room. You see a brazier towards the okay, let me just go and reveal the room. That would help. You see a brazier. You have dark vision, Koo?
Nope.
No? You stumble into a dark room. If you would like to move backwards. But
yes.
the door does swing open and the room is just dark. There's no light source inside of it. And this appears to be centralized in the castle, so there's no way for any exterior light to enter the space.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna disengage and roll into the darkness.
Okay, cool. As you stumble backwards, Koo,
Yes.
you hear a weak voice call out in the darkness. Somebody there?
Holy shit.
It's in common.
Damn it.
It is with a slight dwarvish accent.
Ah!
I follow the voice and I let out a hushed Gundrick.
You turn, and even though you can't see in the dark, right behind you, you see a very weak, bruised, malnourished Gundren chained to the wall with a set of manacles right behind you.
Oh my god.
Hey, you're one of the lads I hired to get me wares to Delverton, aren't you?
Yeah, yes, sir. But looks like we got a little lost along the way.
Boy, am I glad to see you. You don't happen to have the key on you to get me out of here.
No such luck, unfortunately. Maybe we can ask the owl bear outside if he has seen the key.
And you both turn to look, and you just see through this dark room into the illuminated room behind you, the owl bear beginning to step into the room. Anything else with your turn, Q?
Can I try and close the door back?
How much move do you have left?
10. I've got 15.
You could run back to the door and try and close it if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do that.
You grab the door and pull it shut. There's no latch. This is like a
Perfect.
saloon door.
Well, then
Perfect.
I'm gonna step back again.
Okay. Great rescue. That will bring us to their turn.
Damn it.
What are they gonna do? This is wild.
The warg's got his nose peeking out, right?
The warg's got his whole head sticking through. He's like the
Okay.
velociraptor in the kitchen, you know, coming through
That's
the door. I think, and it's wild because like none of you see this. You guys don't know what they do. Is what I'm gonna say. And that'll bring us to Omic's turn.
It. All right. All right. Yeah, I guess from what Kitlin said, asked about the bear trap chain flail. And I do have it in my bag or on my person. It's kind of on my hip, hanging there. Whoa. Shit. What do I do? Fucking hell.
There's only one answer, Zaman, and if you fuck it up, everybody dies.
I mean, one of us will probably die. I don't know about everybody.
I think I'm rooting for you guys.
All right. I guess, do I see the owlbear still in the other room through the curtain?
Do you want to peek through the curtain?
Uh,
It's a free action.
yeah.
Just
Let me peek
Keep your
through.
little eye out there. See what she
Yeah.
sees.
Let me sneeze into my hands, and my eyes will float out of my head and go through the. Yeah, I'll peek through.
Are you trying to be quiet?
I am totally trying to be quiet about this.
Just your eye. You're like guarding
Just
it just enough to
kind
see.
enough. Yeah.
Will you please roll me a stealth check?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yep. Here we go.
It's gonna be great.
22.
Told you.
You very quietly and very delicately peel back the curtain just a little bit and peek through the small gap, and you see this just pure muscle, like the size of a polar bear, just marching out of the room into the dark room beyond, with the door now open.
But no coup. Just the owlbear.
You do not see anyone else in the room. You see the owl bear. You actually see like a little bit of space between the owl bear and the door as he's beginning to walk into the room, and you can see with your passive perception that the door is kind of like slightly ajar. Like you notice that it's not like shut or locked or anything.
Oh. It. It's a horrible idea, but Dominic's not gonna fuck with an owlbear. That's for damn sure. I think he's gonna move to this door, and Jesus Christ. He's just gonna push it open. Not even try to like be stealthy. He's just gonna push it open. He's trying to get around to get where Ku is. Like he's not gonna go through that owlbear. He's gonna see if maybe this will connect somewhere.
Okay. You're not trying to be stealthy at all. You just push it open.
Nope. I'm just gonna put. At this point, they know we're here. So
Okay.
we're just gonna go for it. I need to get Ku back. I need to find somebody. I'm gonna open it up. Dominic's just gonna push it open.
Cool.
Housekeeping.
Should we come back later?
Kicks the door open.
Is now not?
So you push the door open, and immediately across from you, like kind of like towards the western end of the room, you notice that this large open hall ends in like a wall of rubble.
Okay.
At one point, you surmise that this must have been the castle's banquet hall because you see there's this soaring ceiling 20 feet high. There's these two large
goblins.
Wooden tables with plain benches. There's this brass brazier full of glowing coals tucked off into a corner. And on the tables, there's dirty dishes, half-full stew pots, moldy hills of bread, gnawed bones covering just, every square inch of the table. And on the benches surrounding the table are several goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Dominic, what you notice about all of these goblins, though, is that their armor and their weaponry is kind of nice. Like,
of course it is.
Higher quality
Oh god.
Weapons and armor than would normally be on goblins. And as you scan the room, you see all these goblins. It's like a record scratch moment where all their hands like turn to look at you, and you see them. And you see all these goblins, and then across the room from you, at the head of the table farthest from you, you lock eyes with a goblin that you recognize because you've had a conversation with this goblin before.
Oh, shit.
It's the goblin you freed Sildar from. You see Ymik sitting at the head of the table, surrounded by the same goblins he was with when you met him in Cragmaw Caverns, except now he's wearing armor and armed with weapons that he must have stolen from all of the raids that the Cragmaws got away with.
This wasn't the bathroom.
Told you I wasn't changing it.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck.
There we go.
Oh my
and
God.
then give me 2 seconds. And
It's bad in here.
Point.
It's really bad in here.
You've
How's that
activated my
lock
trap
coming,
card.
Staris? Holy shit.
Awesome. All right, Dominic, what else would you like to do with your turn? I believe that was just your move.
That was just my move.
The door was also not locked. That's a free action.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that.
Welcome to my Nightmare Goblin Castle, guys.
Yeah.
Nightmare
This is,
goblins.
this is totally a nightmare.
It's good.
I'm so glad Ymik showed up in this fight.
Oh my god. That's who we were missing.
Yo!
Yo.
Yes. All right.
Do you see the little castle icon next to them?
Yes. Yep.
Cool. That's to indicate that they're like well armed.
Cool. Cool.
Oh, I need to roll initiative. Sorry.
Yep.
They just joined
You
the
want me to roll initiative yet, Sean, or do you want me to wait?
party. 2 seconds. It's fun because this is all going to actually happen simultaneously, so I'm really excited about it. If you want to go ahead and roll it and like keep it a secret until I ask for it, by all means, feel free. But it
Yeah.
is coming.
Cool. Be right back. I gotta go potty.
I love you guys.
Fucking
Love
hell.
you too. Love you so much.
Hey, but Ku found
Who found Gundren?
No, he's gonna
He
get
did.
eaten. We're both gonna
I
die
think-
here.
Dominic is just gonna say, "Oops, wrong door," and just close the door back.
Yes.
Yes!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
Oh my god.
that was 5, 10, 15 to get here. I shit.
Oops, wrong door.
Yeah.
Guys, remember there are no wrong answers.
Yeah,
And
There
no,
are
I
just
love
bad.
it.
There are just
I-
bad answers.
There's just bad answers. So yeah, he's just gonna close and go, oops, wrong door, close the door back. And then he's just gonna go 5, 10, 15 back out by this and see the owl bear. Fuck it. He's just gonna throw the bear trap claw flail at his hind legs to try to keep it from going inside the door.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
remind me how that works again.
So according to this, is on hit, the target is grappled, so there is no save for it. The
Yo,
target
roll me
may
an attack
use an
with it.
action to break free with a DC save, a strength save. So like if I hit it, it just gets grappled.
It's immediately grappled, and then it has to use its turn to break free of it. Right,
Correct.
because the idea is this is literally a bear trap that's attached to a chain that you
Yep.
can like swing at someone
Correct.
to like clamp it onto them.
Yep. And I still
Awesome.
have Bardic. Okay, so I still have Bardic as well.
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay. Dice, please don't fail me now.
Do your thing.
22
You're on deck.
to hit.
That is gonna hit.
Okay, cool. So it does 6 points of piercing damage and clamps on the back of the bear, the owl bear, and just basically grapples it in place.
Hell yes.
Poor
How much
honey.
damage was it?
6 points of damage.
Okay. Got it.
And then Dom's gonna go, well, we're fucked one way and we're fucked this way, but now the owl bear can't move.
So you throw this bear claw at it. It clamps onto its back leg, and the owlbear like rears back, lifting its front legs up as it clamps down on its leg, and you feel it start to pull, and it like pulls you through the curtain a little bit as
Yep.
he like drags his leg. Kitland, you're right behind Dominic. You see Dominic kind of start to get like pulled through this curtain a little bit as the owlbear begins to drag him. But it is grappled.
Yep. That is my turn.
Dominic looks like he's struggling. That'll bring it to your turn, Kitland, and then it will be the owlbear's turn next.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15. Do I see anybody in this room with the fireplace?
The door is slightly ajar. You see no one in there. The Goblin King is no longer standing in the
20.
back corner.
25. I'm gonna close the door behind me.
Okay. You ran past the owlbear.
Yes, but I still have the Zephyr Strike first ability of no opportunity attacks.
Does that last for a
Last-
minute?
It does.
Wow. That's
Cool.
cool. That's really cool. So you move so fast, like the winds, the owlbear doesn't even have time to react.
And there's no one in here?
Nobody in here.
I'll go 30, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
ready an action for the curtain.
Okay. What is the action you would like to ready? And what is the trigger that will set that action off?
I don't know that there's a king, right? Controlling him.
I think in the chaos of battle, if you didn't see, I think only Ku saw like the king kind of holding the crown and like casting a spell on the owlbear. So I think you're aware that the king, there's another player on the field or something. And I don't know if you have everything connected. This has all been a chaotic several seconds.
Okay. Then in that case, I will. Actually, I'm gonna go not that way. I'm gonna go this way, and I'll ready a poison arrow at the curtain.
So if you see someone enter through the curtain, you will shoot a poison arrow at them.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. Awesome. Okay.
Cool.
That will be the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The owlbear is going to attempt to break free of this grapple you have on it, Dominic. So I
Okay.
need to use my action to do what?
Make a strength saving throw,
Okay.
and it has to beat a 13.
Okay. I rolled an 8, but I get to add 5 to it, which is exactly 13.
Yep.
So the owlbear breaks free from this grappled hold on it. That was its action. But it kind of like just stands in place and like howls a little bit. As it screams, it kind of like shakes and huffs and puffs a little bit. Dominic, it was your bear trap attack. I'm gonna let you roll a die. Can you
Okay.
roll a d4 for me? On a
Yes.
1, the owlbear will go this way. I'm sorry. On a 1, the owlbear will go this way. On a 2, the owlbear will go this way. A 3, the owlbear will go this way. And a 4, the owlbear will go this way.
Again.
Oh God.
All right. Here we go. Oh, 1.
That
Okay.
was a good one, right?
Thank God. Yes.
Best
Best one
Okay,
I've
when-
seen all night.
Amazing.
5, 10, 15, 20. You see the owlbear rush through the curtain, or you hear it rather. And that is then going to lead to this and this. Bernie, will you go ahead and roll initiative for me?
Yes. Oh, so close to a nat 20. That's a 4.
That is a 4. Okay, hold on 1 second for me. 14, that is going to be a hit. So we'll say it's this one, because why not? It's fun. I want to roll some dice. Ernie, As you emerge through the nat 20 is still on the end of the table. I'm going to take a picture of it and send it to you guys at the end of the night.
It almost fell off
As
the table
you,
too. It was wild.
it's like right on the
Damn,
edge.
that's wild.
Very dumb.
Very dumb.
Bernie, as you walk in, kind of make your way through the curtain, I'm going to go ahead and bring up your token now. You're like right here. You see quite a sight. As you peek
God.
through the curtain, you see a warg and a huge fat goblinoid with a crown, a cape, a warhammer, several vials and knickknacks on his neck and around his belt. And you take in this sight, and he's kind of like hunkered down near the door, looking this way. And he's got a warg right at his side. You kind of sneak up behind him, and as you sneak up behind him, you kind of like get low as your heart, starts racing as these two very powerful enemies are in front of you. And just as you like take this all in and think, what do? A owl bear fucking bursts through the curtain and just like rears up and sinks its talons into the warg and tries to shove it out of its way as they just collide into one another and smash and like pick up and like fight as these two very large animals are just very intensely fighting.
Oh, shit.
Roll me one more stealth check, Bernie.
Kaiju
And all of
battle.
Holy shit. Okay. Come on. Oh, nat 20 plus 10. That's a 32.
Hell yes.
These two beasts collide into one another. You get
Amazing.
low, and nobody in this room seems to notice that you're in here. Bernie, what was your initiative?
I was 4.
It was 4. We're gonna go ahead and stop right here for tonight.
Oh my god,
man.
dude.
Next time, because it is getting
Oh.
close to 10:30, and I think this is we're back at the top of the order. I think this is the best place to
Oh my
To tie
god,
it up.
dude.
and see how this all plays out. We've got a
Oh
fucking
my
goblin
God.
army, a prisoner, a kaiju battle, a goblin king, weird
Holy
goblin zombies for some reason. Don't forget about that.
Yeah.
See what it all,
Already
see what it all comes to.
Oh my
Next time.
god.
Hell yes,
Christ.
guys.
Oh, that
This
was good.
wild.
Like an onion.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, we just kept peeling more